Alright, we're rolling. Alright, what's poppin', everybody? It's been a damn minute. Ross, get over here, bro. What are you doing?
Hold up.
I'm not gonna, this is gonna be raw, unedited podcast. Hope you guys are fucking ready to be enlightened.
Hey, you already are enlightened.
There we go, perfect.
You just
right
gotta
here.
tap into that part of yourself.
You are already enlightened. Sit with that one.
All of us are.
Sit with that one. Alright, guys. Who we have here is the man Ty Lincoln.
What's up, everybody?
If you've seen my old podcast, you know we shot the shit all the time. It's the boy Ross. Ross, tell me about yourself a little bit.
My name's Ross Turner from West Virginia. I'm a videographer and film this dude shit sometimes.
Sometimes every now and then.
Full time, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
You've probably seen his work if you checked out my Miami Dream Life video. That shit's fucking fuego. But yeah, today we're just gonna be talking about the fucking Matrix.
Yeah, well, we're talking to ourselves right now.
Elaborate.
Yeah, we're living in a simulation.
You know, I guess it is a simulation relatively because ultimately we all do create our own realities based off of the perceptions that we take on the exterior world. So let me just say a little quote. A peaceful man lives in a peaceful universe. So he perceives his universe as ultimate like peace because that's how he views every situation that happens to him. So like you find an angry person or a person that's, you know, upset with their relationships and they're all just down in the dumps. Well, they're gonna view external stimuli as that emotion that they were identifying with originally.
So to summarize what you just said, your thoughts create your reality.
Yeah.
Essentially. So
Create reality.
Boil it down.
yeah, like and this is like the one of the craziest fucking things that I've ever like really implemented in my life. That's why I'm motivated to get a tattoo. My whole fucking thing is create your reality because like is one of the craziest concepts to me that there's no such thing as right, there's no such thing as wrong, there's no such thing as good, there's no such thing as bad. It is all up to the perceiver.
It is.
So it's like any like in situations with women, like I used to find myself like kind of my ego or something in the back of my head would be like, no, you can't do this. Like she's out of your league, bro. And then I kind of was like, who the fuck is
who is talking about
who is
in my head?
Who is this dude?
This isn't me.
Yeah. So like, it started with women, and then it started with business, and then it started with, and then it's just everything. I was like, my limitations are really non-existent.
I feel like we live in a world that everyone just judges you for like who they think you are, but they really don't know who you are. And everyone's based on their own opinion because you're living your own life, they're living their life.
Dude, someone's opinion of you is just a reflection of themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like they come at you with this mind net. Like you're walking down the street and you look at this person and you can tell that just by like a glance of their eyes that they've already like scanned you and thrown out their mind net. It's like their reality onto
like,
you.
Don't judge a book by its cover,
right?
Like they say.
And you can either identify with that person's thoughts. So like, you know, the bully at school, you can be like, wow, like that bully is throwing me around, like making fun of me, calling me all these names, and you can either identify with that, or you could just be like, that's just a reflection of him.
A reflection of his own insecurities, their own insecurities. Like, the douchebag, oftentimes, like, I've become so, like, not so aware of myself, but, like, I like to think I'm getting more aware of myself. So every single time I judge someone or something, I'm like, okay. Like, if I see someone doing some crazy shit on the street, and I'm like, damn, they're fucking out of pocket. I'm like, okay. I'm like, why do I...
Because it's not normal. You're not used to that.
Why am I conditioned to think that way? When, like, if I was doing that, like...
Maybe that could be your normal.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and there's this one quote, it's like, if you were given the exact same set of circumstances that person was given, you probably would do, like, relatively the same thing. Like, every single circumstance that they've been through, like, and that goes with, like, relationships, if you get cheated on, like, it takes two to tango.
That goes back to, like, the nature versus nurture. Like, we all have borderline, like, we're all fucking humans, so we have that part of our nature and, like, our animal instincts, but it's also so much about the nurture. Like, how are you brought up? How do your parents train your subconscious and conscious mind to navigate through the world?
Like, look at all of your beliefs and ask yourself, where does this belief come from? Like, whenever you judge someone, judge something, do something a certain way, like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Where is this program?
You realize that was just like a phenomena crossing your conscious awareness.
This universe is everything's a question. You don't have an answer to anything in reality because no one knows the honest.
There is no truth. There is no truth.
Like, why are we here? What is our purpose? Why are we here right now?
The truth lies behind words. That's why whenever you like see communication and like verbal communication especially is all just a facade. I mean, we use our like verbal communication to elaborate our feelings and thoughts,
emotions.
But you know, like I could sit here and look at you in your eyes, and that's where the real, genuine, like compassionate communication happens. Just, you know, eyes are the windows to the soul. So it's just on deeper levels. Communication verbally is just a surface level.
I want to talk about the red pill, man. I really want to talk about the red pill, because, but like,
let's first of all cover what the blue pill is.
Yeah.
The blue pill is, you know, without being harsh about it, I would say the blue pill is you're in the matrix. You don't really question a lot of things.
Like, what you listen to the news and you believe it for 100% truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's like everything that you learn
bullshit.
is absolute truth. But when in actuality there is no such thing as absolute truth. That is a fucking lie. It's relative truth.
Dude, like every bless you.
Thank you.
Every single thing I consume on social media, I don't even watch the fucking news anymore because like it's just programs people to live in fear, and that is something like my parents, my grandparents, their only source of fucking news is the news.
Yeah.
So it's like they're living in fear, saying like if you don't
Get back.
What type of choice do you have if you watch the news? You have zero choices. It's just being fed to you. I mean, you can either believe it for what it is.
And who owns the news companies?
The government.
And it's so political. Like it's literally like the people that own CNN are straight Democrats. Like,
and Fox.
And Fox. Which is fucked up because they have so much media manipulation involved in it because like they have so much fucking money and power that they can manipulate the fucking masses into thinking one certain way. So as if you watch CNN all the fucking time, you're probably gonna be more democratic. And the two-party system is a bunch of fucking bullshit. And if you don't see through that, you're also probably blue pill. Like if you can't see that,
nothing wrong with being blue pill. You just haven't had that awakening.
You're on your own path. You're on your own path. If you haven't woken up to the fact that there's only two parties, why is there only two? Why is there only fucking two? Why is there not like five?
Yeah.
Like why is there?
That's too much. That's too much choice for people.
You can't have that much power. You can't.
Because it is dividing the power for sure. And then,
but I don't know. Back to like numbers. You said there's only two, the like, blue pill and red pill. In this world, there are over what 6,000-7,000 different types of religions in this world.
Yeah.
Right.
Close
so
to
listen.
There's so many.
You know, say I'm whatever. I believe in what I believe in when I'm gonna die, and you're something different. You believe you're gonna go somewhere else because you're a different religion. That when you die, you're gonna go there. But I believe in that, so I think you're wrong and you think I'm wrong. So who the fuck is right?
No one.
No one.
No one is right.
No one.
Exactly. So why are you gonna stand here and tell me that you know for 100% fact that that's where you're going when you die?
Dude,
you don't know.
It drives me crazy when people come in. Like, I don't give a fuck what your religion is, but if you try to force a religion onto somebody, like, reevaluate, man. Like, please reevaluate. Like, I'll be live on TikTok and they'll be like, Jesus is the only answer. I'm like, bro, I get that. Like, believe in what you want to believe in, but like, religion is like this man-made concept, right? Where like, the reality of the situation is that we are all connected. Everything is connected. And there is...
When you draw it back to one point, yeah.
Everything's connected. And there is something, but why label it? Like, why label it? Because as soon as you label it as Jesus or God, you're closing off the possibilities.
Honestly, you're limiting it.
Mm-hmm.
You're limiting it to, like we were just talking about, a word, which is just a facade meaning. It's not the absolute truth. So you've already created a limit to what your mind can even fathom.
And this is a pure example of where did you get this belief from? Because your whole fucking childhood,
someone early on
has been telling you that
programmed it.
this is the thing you need to think because this is the answer. Mm-hmm. So now you get offended. So if you're getting offended, you're probably a blue pill. And I'm sorry, like, this is the most.
Just open your mind.
Yeah, like this is. I'm not trying to offend
every
anybody.
single possibility.
Not trying to offend anybody. I'm not coming at anybody. But like, where did you get that belief from? Because I'm so grateful I didn't grow up in a religious household. Like, we didn't go to church. We didn't.
I grew up. I went to Catholic school for 9 years.
Damn.
And I had to. Yeah. So I went to literally church every Thursday at school.
See, isn't that
for
crazy?
9
That's a
years.
thing. That's a thing.
Yeah. For
It's in the
kindergarten through
education
8th grade, and then from there, I went to public high school, which was a huge change.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I
Was
love
it a big
Oh my
change?
god, yeah, it was the best thing ever.
Bro, it's fucking. It's like
You know, I was
just
Red pill. What's your definition?
Red pill is.
We're just simply labeling two different concepts.
Yeah.
Open-mindedness versus absolute truth. I don't.
Red
Like,
pill.
that's not
where
right.
you don't want to believe it.
I feel like red pill is kind of just questioning how, like on a deeper level on how things operate.
Like how the mechanisms of the universe.
Like questioning everything and then questioning that question and then questioning that question. So like the news is a great place to start. Questioning, okay, where did they get their information? Where did they get their information? Yeah, but who told them that information?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, think about history. History is a fucking crazy thing to think about. Like,
history, which is his story.
literally.
It's just a perception.
And
of
think
someone
about
else.
how much that has been manipulated. Like, how do we know Julius Caesar got stabbed? How do we know? Because this dude said this guy, and then this dude said this, and then someone wrote it down. But that one, there's probably people out there that are like, no, that happened. Like, first, 100% happened. It's just like, question fucking everything.
Everything's
right?
a question that you'll never have the answer to.
No,
Ever.
Some things you can find within yourself.
Languages, right?
Language, yeah, it's just fucking crazy. But like, you start questioning things about like your life, like your immediate life. Why are you going to fucking school? Like, tell them about your story, bro. Like,
Well, I was gonna be a nurse, basically, because my parents expected me to go to every single person that I've like received knowledge from pushed me to go to school. So I just thought that was normal. And then all the teachers in high school bringing you up, like, yeah, you're expected to go to school. You see all your friends going to school. It's like this whole norm, and it's just.
what's good, bro? We're good.
Basically, I was gonna be a nurse and decided that, you know, I really want to create my own universe and make a life for myself.
So you went to school?
I went to school for 2 years.
I did too. I went to school for 2
Yeah,
years.
and then right before I got into the nursing, well, I got accepted into the program, and then I was like, okay, this really doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm sacrificing a part of myself. But I see, even that's just a perception. But at what point are you going to draw the line to understand that, like, there's a deeper intuitive part
Girls on the boat.
of you?
Girls on the boat?
Girls on the boat.
There's just this deeper part of yourself that can either be discomforted by something and you can listen to that, or you can just push past it and go through it. And I was just not willing to do it.
For me, I went to school for 2 years, right? I was a PR major, public relations, right? And I always wanted to do media, so I was taking journalism classes for a while. And I honestly came to the conclusion that school, it just was not for me. Even in high school, like, I hated high school, right? The social aspect, you know, being able to play sports. High school was amazing, right? Social aspect was amazing, going to football games and all that. But the whole school part, like, I just wanted to be able to go out on my own and do my own thing and not go on a day-to-day schedule based off the American dream, which is what? Go to high school, go to college.
Get
and
that
get a normal
picket
job.
fence!
Yeah.
Dude.
Hey,
I remember history, or what was it? What did Spiegel teach? What class was that? Fucking
sociology.
Yeah, one freshman year though. What was that? There was literally a presentation of the American dream. Like, we had a day where we went over the American dream, which is go to college, get a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And my teacher told me, he goes, "Man, I hope to make $1 million in my whole life." And I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, that's right there where I'm like, I'm not. I shouldn't be listening to this dude.
Because school is so limiting. School doesn't make leaders; it just makes a bunch of followers, and
Like-
it makes people to be a part of institutions. Unless you transcend that, but it's very difficult.
Which is our opinion, but I think it's true.
My total opinion.
Yeah.
But
What was your
it feels right.
Just how, exactly, how school is limited.
School is a
It's a system. It's a system.
It's an
It's a
institution.
joke.
It's put into place strategically to get, like,
Unless
this is
you-
what you need.
Unless you want to be a doctor, unless you want to be a fucking brain surgeon, fuck yes, go to school. Get
But
your
like,
degree.
dude,
Get your
The system is so fucking insane. Like, question this shit. Like, you go to school, and no one in high school talks about the fact you're gonna be in fucking debt. Like, the last thing you want to do is be in fucking debt.
Debt, bro. Oh, yeah.
Like, why would you be like, fuck yeah, baby, let's get some debt going?
Yeah.
Like, no. You're literally in debt. And the longer it takes for you to pay off that debt, the more debt you have.
And the more stress you're gonna
The more stress you have, and then you're probably gonna get a job that doesn't pay nearly as much.
No.
So your debt is literally never gonna go away. It's just gonna fucking linger.
Yeah.
So all the money you're making isn't all of yours. And you're not even guaranteed a damn job after college.
Yeah.
So why is it so fucking push?
No, but the same.
It's so push,
We
dude.
do. Like, when you really look at the system, we need people to go to school.
We do. Yeah,
Otherwise, us three, we wouldn't be standing here.
We wouldn't.
The world would not function as we know it. So, there's a certain amount of people who do need to go to school. That's just what's going to make things function.
I mean, teachers, doctors.
And school is a beautiful thing for a lot of people. The majority of the people who go to school, like, they're happy with it. But it's the people that aren't satisfied and who will never reach that fulfillment.
And it's just kind of like, when I was in school, I felt like I wasn't living on my own terms, man. And I was like, this should be my life, man. Like, I should be doing what the fuck. I should be waking up whenever I want to wake up. I should be fucking making money doing whatever I want to do. Like, not what I felt was right because other people thought it was right.
Ultimately, you gotta make sacrifices.
Ultimately, just think for your fucking self, man. Do not let anyone else's opinion completely sway yours. Like, or else I wouldn't be here if I cared. Like, if I'd listened to what other people said, I would fucking not be here. I'll tell you that.
Haters.
Not even haters, but like your grandparents.
Take it with a grain of salt, man.
Your fucking parents, your grandparents, your
And sometimes when you explain things to your parents or grandparents, like say like what you want to do, they're in a different generation.
Oh, so
they don't clearly understand what exactly that we're doing.
They're brainwashed.
They don't.
They're brainwashed.
The best thing you could, like, the best sound advice that we can ever offer someone is not a yes or no, you shouldn't or should do this. It's a, let me just lay out like what I could see potential for. And I'll give you the bad potential and I'll give you the great potential. And let me just leave that on the table and you choose for yourself.
I think we can wrap it up right there.
Yeah. That was a good one, boys.
Potty.
It's been a fucking minute. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully we didn't offend anybody.
Take no offense.
At all.
Yeah.
You live once.
GG.
It's not even worth it to take offense.
Alright guys.
Stay woke.
Till fucking next time, stay woke.
We out.